This podcast is a member of the Red 5 Network. For more Red 5 Network podcasts and content creators, visit bio.link/Red5.
Honey, I'm home and I had a hard day.
We're back.
How we all doing?
Doing great.
Doing good.
Yes,
Doing good.
we are back. We're back, obviously.
Yes.
This is going to be fun. Kim, we've already got a pop in chat already.
Yeah, we do.
You want to go ahead and start shouting people out?
Yes.
Here, let me roll it to the top,
Yeah,
Kim. Let me help you.
Okay, thanks. Thank you to Isaac, Ubaldo.
Man, she got it right.
Yay!
Yeah, Megan. Let's see. Did I get everybody?
And everyone that's lurking.
Yeah,
Yep,
everyone
everyone's
that's
lurking.
lurking. Yes. Welcome to the show. Hope you enjoy.
Yes, Isaac, definitely good evening. Good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
And it's Sunday, and she just got off work about an hour ago.
I did.
The NASCAR race literally just finished about 55 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Woo!
Yeah, it's been a fun one.
it was.
But we are back. The only time I see us really missing a Sunday from here on out will be mainly if there's a race on Sunday night. And that might be the only reason why we miss.
Otherwise, at least.
And definitely
For
Memorial
now.
Day weekend, people. I'm going to tell you right now,
Yeah.
that's a long day for Scott in racing terms. I will be up in the morning to watch the Monaco Grand Prix,
Yes.
turn around, watch the Indianapolis 500 for Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and then finish off the night watching the Coca-Cola 600 from Charlotte, North Carolina, NASCAR's longest race of the season.
Yes.
You know, Scott,
Mhm.
this would be a really good time for me to ask some Q&A questions
Oh.
before we talk about other stuff.
Wow. Yeah, we could do that.
If you can believe it. I know we had planned on something else,
Yeah,
but like perfect timing because you're talking about racing.
I know. It just comes to my brain right away.
Quickly for the chat, tonight is Q&A. So if you have a question for myself, Scott, or Kim, or all three of us, drop it in the comments so we can answer your questions tonight.
So
While we're there.
let me point this out to Megan real quick. First of all, I've been doing that every year now since 2016. No, 17.
17. Yeah.
When me and Kim started, I got a NASCAR or not NASCAR, I got a Formula One video game, got back into watching Formula One, and she started watching it with me.
Yes.
But yeah, that used to be my normal routine, even in the early 2000s on Memorial Day weekend.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to kick off our quick Q&A because we really, Use and Abuse hasn't been gone. We've done shows here and there.
Yes.
But you might have noticed in the last few weeks that Use and Abuse gets up early in the morning.
Yeah.
Very specifically these two. And if I just happen to be awake, I go, are they really? Oh, okay.
Yep, 5 a.m. Eastern, mostly on Mondays. Obviously, it will change to Tuesdays if anything happens, like i.e. a NASCAR race gets rained out, because NASCAR will postpone a race the next day. So our race episodes are fluid.
Yes.
So my
they are.
question was going to be is, hey, Scott, what dates and times? But as you just heard, early Monday mornings and early Tuesday mornings, possibly.
Right.
Correct.
Right. We try to shoot every Monday morning, 5 a.m. Eastern. Obviously, for us right now, it's only 2 o'clock in the morning here. We're usually up because, until just recently, today, when Kim's schedule changed to 7 to 3,
Yes.
which is why we're back, guys, because her schedule changed. She won't go back to late night Sundays until probably October, around the 1st of October.
Yep. Correct.
So we're back.
We're back.
So hey, LG,
Hi, LG.
Luna girl.
So yes, but to Megan though, you can always replay. Okay,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can always hit the replay. No, we don't do replay on those.
No, yeah. Every
You can do
every
it.
video,
You can hit a replay.
every video
I'll
is.
be honest. It's been kind of nice to get up early, enjoy coffee, see various people in the chats, and you're like, "What are y'all doing up?" But then you go, "Oh, they're East Coast, so this works too."
Right. Well, yeah, exactly. I
does
mean,
work.
that's.
So grab your morning coffee, and you can hang out with Scott and Kim. And sometimes I'll be in the chat because
I'm just gonna give a preview. You won't be able to see notes very well, but these are all my notes for the NASCAR race today.
It was, yeah.
And I even know there's still more to go.
So I have 2 more questions in my Q&A before I start handing it over to you guys as well as to the chat. So make sure you drop your questions for us in the chat.
Yep. All right, what you got?
What is each of your favorite NASCAR and Formula One race cars this year?
This year. Okay, Kim, what's your favorite driver and car in NASCAR?
NASCAR number 19, Martin Truex Jr.
Cheater.
No, he's not.
Whoa! Shots fired.
Just like the Patriots. Cheaters.
No, they're not. And then for Formula One, Red Bull Racing, Max Verstappen.
Cheater.
No.
Red Bull. Cheaters.
No.
Yes, LG, we are planning to go live tomorrow morning, Monday. Last Tuesday we went. That was just a fluke. Only way we go Tuesdays is if NASCAR gets rained out.
Yeah.
Otherwise we're gonna keep it Mondays for sure.
Yes.
So yeah, tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
We will be live talking about this week's Formula One race. You okay?
Take me off the camera for a minute.
Okay.
I will explain in a moment.
What's up?
My eye's starting to twitch.
You forgot your Dramamine.
I did.
All right. Hey, Nicole, we're going to be right back.
All
I'm
right.
going to move her for a minute.
We're good.
All right.
All right. So as we wait for Scott and Kim to return, please make sure you hit, drop the your favorite questions, hit the like and subscribe button. If you're just joining us, tonight is a fun Q&A night. And as you know, right now, we're actually just focusing a little bit more on some racing questions. I also see Brandon. Hello. Welcome to the chat. We're just waiting for Scott and Kim to get back on in here. So for now, we're just going to have some fun. For those who don't know, but tonight, after we get done on Sunday nights, I run the Red 5 Reading Book Club. So we are currently reading The Martian, which Yoda has been reading this evening. He's been catching up on his reading. He's doing good. He's doing great. And we will actually be going and doing questions tonight in the Red 5 Network Discord. I'm so excited because we're going to talk about The Martian throughout the whole month. And so far, it's been really good. And I cannot wait to talk to everybody in the Red 5 Reading Book Club. And if you want to join us, you are more than welcome to join us. We're going to have so much fun. I also see Spencer. Yay, he joined us. I know he's also in the Red 5 Network book club as well as Ubaldo. I know a bunch of you guys are, and it's so great. So I am so excited. Actually, The Martian kind of hits perfect timing. Who in the chat is looking forward to the eclipse tomorrow? That is happening. I got my glasses. Did you get your glasses? Because I know I got mine. I cannot wait. So perfect timing to read The Martian when you're talking about with the eclipse coming up, talking about moons and, solar systems, planets and all that stuff. Maybe we'll have Martians take over tomorrow. We'll see. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that, right? So very excited.
All right. Well, I'm coming back. Kim's getting in position.
All right. Awesome. No, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. Okay. So
we just been talking about Red 5 reading while
nice.
I mentioned the clips. So I'm just kind of
the clip.
Fun.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
You in position, Kim?
I am in position.
All right. Boom.
Yes.
There we go.
Right. So Scott.
Yes.
What's this year your favorite NASCAR car and driver?
As far as this year goes, I'm pretty much rooting for Bubba Wallace, which he drives a 2311, which is 2311 is owned by Michael Jordan and Danny Hamlin.
Ooh.
Bubba Wallace drives a 23 car Toyota. He is sponsored mainly by McDonald's, so which is kind of ironic because that's also a company based there in Chicago.
That's true. That's
I
true.
mean, they are now based in Chicago. I mean, obviously they originally started out in California, but Ray Kroc.
Well, then.
Ray Kroc
Ray Kroc.
got the freaking
You
company
know.
from the McDonald's brothers. Anyways, ADB. But yeah, as far as Formula One goes, I really don't have a favorite driver or a favorite. I mean, I got my favorite team will always be Ferrari.
Okay.
But
Oh,
yeah,
for
I mean,
Formula One.
yeah, for Formula One, it's Ferrari.
What about Kim? Does she have a favorite formula this year?
Red Bull.
Oh, I have a fun side question.
Okay.
Okay.
Just for Kim, though.
All right.
What is the thing that has ticked you off the most so far? Sorry, y'all. You get a preview of tomorrow.
Oh, let's see. Well, you mean what's ticked her off today?
No, the most in racing.
Oh, that's here. Let me help it. You know,
Tire
we've got
blankets for one.
What? I'm sorry. Did you say tire blankets?
Yes.
F1
Formula
tire
One.
blankets. They do not need them because they don't need to sit there and warm the tires up just to sit on pit road for 2 minutes. The other is PJ1. They do not need PJ1, which is a traction compound on any of the tracks for them to race. They're
By the way,
at the top of their class. They need to know how to do it.
By the way,
right question.
PJ1 is used in NASCAR. They haven't used it in a couple years, or about a couple years, but yeah.
Sorry, Tim. For those who are just joining us, I had to ask him this fun question because here's why.
Exactly, DB. Tires
You are
need
here in the
nasty.
early mornings. This is the love and passion you get from her, even in the early AM about racing, and I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
mean, the only thing I'm so far, and for me, it's been one of those. It's been across all sports where the inconsistency in the officiating of the games, and it's even happened with NASCAR and even F1 this year. It's like everyone's like taking a stupid pill that's an officiating person, and they can't get the consistencies right. And NASCAR's actually been really bad for probably the last, well, even F1, they've been bad the last 2 or 3 years. You know, that they really messed up on the consistency of everything. But
to team off, Megan asks, "What's our favorite race food?"
all right, hold on, whoa, hold it. Hold it. I've got a bunch of questions already being
He's getting
favorited.
ready. And I got one left.
Yeah. All right.
Before we go. Let's go.
Kim, where do you see that at? I don't see it.
Okay, right where
It's
your
towards the
arrow's
bottom.
at, go above, right
That one?
there.
Okay.
So mark it.
I'll mark
TV
that
says
one.
tires need naps too.
No, they don't need naps.
Yeah, that's right. Tires need naps too.
No, they don't need naps.
They need to be nice and warm in their little blankies so they
No,
can come out
they
and
don't.
perform.
No, they don't.
Okay, cool. So that means I can remove the blanket from you?
You can remove the blanket from me all you want, but if they're gonna sit there on pit road for more than 2 minutes waiting for a green light to get on the racetrack, they don't need the dang blankets.
Gosh, I love you guys.
Oh Lord. Anyways,
So,
the bottom says
Now I got
that's how you really feel. And
But now-
DB, God help you. You use traffic compound. Right.
Now I've got a fun question though.
Okay.
It's with racing though still. What are your guys' favorite racing movies?
Days of Thunder.
Love Days of Thunder.
Which, again, in the morning, we've got some fun facts coming up. What happened today in racing and in NASCAR itself, and if this did not happen 40 years ago, Days of Thunder would have never happened. But you got to tune into the early AM or watch the replay later to find out what that was.
Exactly, LG. Exactly.
What? Yeah, fucking the track.
I'd like to make a special note. I do like cars, and I did like newer Gran Turismo.
All right.
On the newer
Here we go.
But
Here we
I'm
go.
now curious what Scott likes.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Lord.
Get your stuff ready, people. This is going to be a
All right.
list.
All right, we're getting ready. I'll just
All
take
right. Well, the very first stock car or racing movie I ever saw was two of them back in the 80s. One was called Stroker Ace, starring the one and the only Burt Reynolds. And another one I saw in the 80s, me and Kim actually did a show about it a few years ago, was the movie Six Pack, starring Mr. Kenny Rogers. And then after that, there's also the Shirley Muldowney movie, which is about the female drag racer from I believe the early or mid to late 60s through the 70s. And then I don't remember what that one was called. Then of course Days of Thunder, Talladega Nights. I mean, help me, Tom Cruise. Yeah, and I haven't seen Gran Turismo yet, but and then there's a few of them on the F1 side that me and Kim want to watch that we haven't watched yet, so we have to watch those before I can say I like them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cannonball Run. Oh yeah, they're definitely racing movies.
Yeah, they are.
Cannonball Runs are great movies too. But yeah, I mean, if I was basing them off of straight like NASCAR or something, or just off the sport itself, then yeah, it was definitely the ones I mentioned. But yeah, I want to see Gran Turismo. There's like Ford versus Ferrari we want to see.
Yeah.
There was one about Lauda and Niki Lauda and fuck, I don't remember his name now.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, there's a few F1
a
few F1 movies out there we want to watch. But I mean,
Smokey
as far as I saw the first Cars. I thought it was, it was good and stuff because one, they got a lot of the current NASCAR drivers in there and whatnot, and at that time current. And then of course you had Mike Joy, Darrell Waltrip as the announcers, and then of course getting Richard Petty in there, Dale Jr. They really did a good job with Cars. I mean, I did see it. I thought it was a good movie. The only thing I didn't like about Cars was the Rascal Flatts remake of I don't like that one.
I liked him, but that's me.
I'm not, and for me, I heard obviously the original by Tom Cochran, and then Chris Ledoux actually did a remake of it in the 90s that I thought was better than what Rascal Flatts did. That's just my opinion. I mean, everybody else that likes it, that's cool.
It's all good. I'll forget.
But yeah. Anyways,
all right.
For some reason, my new glasses, I can't see the damn chat half the time. TBO still wants to know if Cole Trickle is related to Dick Trickle, and right.
And then LG said Smokey and the Bandit she liked, even though not a racing movie, but
it's a good movie.
It is a very good.
I mean,
movie.
they outfox the sheriff. So there you go. All right.
Get home, Junior. I'm gonna kick your mama straight in her ass. There ain't no way you come from my loins. All right, I'm gonna run back to the. I don't have to run back to the top. I've been highlighting all these extra questions.
Yeah.
So here we go. All right,
here we go. Get those questions in.
Megan asks, Scott, what's the longest you stayed awake for race day, going from race to race? That is the Memorial Day weekend race. That starts. What time's Monaco on that morning?
Around 5 or
5.
5.
No, I think it's like 4 or 5 here.
Yeah, 4 or 5 here. Yeah.
And I'm up until 11 or 12.
12, yeah.
I think actually it's about 10. I'm up till 10. And then, of course, now when we're doing the show, we'll be doing the show that come Monday. I will be up until after the show's over.
Yeah.
So what, roughly like 24 hours?
I will be up to probably 24 hours to watch that race, watch that whole weekend.
Yep.
Because there won't be enough time. There's not enough time to really take a nap between Monaco and Indy.
No,
and definitely no time to take a nap. There's like a short, like a 2-hour. It's like a 2-hour window between each of them.
Yeah.
I could do a power nap maybe. But yep. That's as long as I stayed up. Kim, what's the longest you stayed up just for shits and giggles?
Just the whole day.
Yeah, you usually don't watch the Monaco race.
I did last year though.
Did you make it?
Yeah, I did.
Did you go through all 3 races?
Yes, I did make it through all 3 races.
Wrong one. That one.
So yeah, I usually try to, but up until last year, it was usually just about the time the Indy 500 came on.
Right. Probably within the first 10 or 15 laps of the Indianapolis 500.
Yeah. But yeah, last year I did get up and we both watched Monaco and then the Indy and then the
Coke 600.
Coke 600.
Well, they
I was
call
going to call it something else.
the World 600.
Yeah, that's what I was going to call it.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's the World 600.
Come on, Charlotte, get your shit together.
Please get your shit together.
I tried. It wasn't as good.
I took it off. Oh, well, here we go. Next one from Megan. What's your go-to caffeine drink on race day? Me, just soda.
Me, coffee.
If I'm getting up early to watch y'all, I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah, usually, I mean, I'm not much. It really just depends on what happens like the night before. If I go into Friday night, and Kim knows this, if I'm going into Friday into Saturday, and I've been up all night and going to bed, in the middle of the day, Saturday, and then we know about midday on Sunday, I'm going to be in a problem. Usually Saturday, I'll run. If we got the money, I'll run over and go get some Rock Stars, 5-hour energy, Red Bulls. I will dump myself full of friggin'.
My heart just felt that.
Hey, you know what? If they still sold Jolt, I wouldn't have to buy any of that but Jolts.
Coffee, all natural.
Well, that might be one of the things too. This year, I may go over to Dutch Brothers and get a 911 if I need it.
A Dutch Bros? You have a Dutch Bros and you're not going there first? Okay, I got problems with that, dude. Dutch Bros over all those energy. Yes.
Well,
Kim,
okay, but see,
love Dutch Bros.
Dutch Bros is over there.
I love them.
Dutch Bros is further over, and Maverick is right there.
And what?
Just saying.
Dutch Bros is good. I mean, they definitely rival.
Anyways, I will jump back in the chat on Kim's phone and look for more questions while we're.
I do. I see some questions.
Okay.
One from DB, and I see one from Brandon.
Okay. Scott and Kim, favorite race day food? Whatever we got now.
I say
usually I try to do potato salad though.
Ooh, yum.
Yeah, for Memorial Day
Homemade.
weekend, right?
Yeah.
She does.
Homemade, yeah.
What she'll do Memorial Day weekend is we will pick up obviously everything that she needs to make her homemade potato salad and her homemade macaroni salad. And that is definitely the race day food.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you rather have if you had to pick between the two?
I ain't picking between the two. It's either both or none.
Oh, I got no.
She knows.
Yeah.
She knows this.
I know this.
She knows this. All right. And Brandon's got one. Which came first, chicken or the egg? Obviously, the chicken.
The chicken.
No, the egg. Egg came first. Had to have.
Okay, so then Brandon technically has two questions.
Okay.
But trust me, I like DB's rebuttal to this for us.
Oh. That first one?
No, there was a rebuttal to the chicken and the egg question.
Oh, my bad.
It was like right underneath it.
I don't know. But get the chicken in the egg and get some breadcrumbs. Hell yeah.
There you go.
And LG says, don't forget the garlic.
Yep. And have it with potato salad and macaroni salad. See?
Yeah.
Perfect. There you go. Race day food. Let's go.
Yeah. Anyways, DB asks, is Ross Chastain's move at Martinsville one of the best moves in NASCAR, in your opinion? For him, hell yeah, like banana bread at work.
I don't know, but now I want banana bread. Thanks.
That Ross Chastain move from 2 years ago now.
2 years.
Will be 2 years this coming fall at Martinsville. Was a friggin', I mean, again, anybody that's ever played any video games, especially NASCAR video games, you have gone in the corner being a couple of seconds behind and drove that sucker straight in the goddamn wall, full bore, gas down, holding the controller, going, come on, you bitch, make it.
Yeah.
Well,
it was a
that's
good
what
move.
she said.
But to literally watch Ross Chastain do that move in a real NASCAR race was like, what the did I just watch?
Yeah, it later became known as the Hell Melon.
Right, because Ross Chastain is a watermelon farmer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. And to this day it's still talked about. Anytime they go back to Martinsville, it's still talked about.
It's gonna be talked about for the next 100 years.
Yeah.
You know, matter of fact, I think of this and I'm like, The only thing I can compare it to that's something that like from my era would be the Dale. I mean, I know they call it the pass in the grass for Dale Senior at the All-Star race at Charlotte, but it wasn't really a pass. It was a save my ass. He saved his race car in the grass.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could ever really put it up there against.
Yeah.
That was a crazy friggin' move.
That was.
I admit I have not watched racing in a very long time. Like
Well, you know they're coming
Gordon.
to Chicago, right?
Like Jeff Gordon. But we have a local, and we've talked about this. In fact, I thought about you guys today because we do have a local speedway. Well, we have the Sycamore Speedway, so it's local, smaller, and they put out their schedule for the summer. And I'm like, oh,
Nice.
I wish Scott and Kim were here because I know you guys would love it.
Oh, that's okay.
And that doesn't include the fact, of course, that we have Joliet, not that
Yeah.
far away.
Well, but they're not
and
racing
all
there
this
no
other
more.
stuff.
NASCAR don't race there no more.
Well, okay, don't ruin my heart because I just at least the know stuff I know.
Well, no, because
you know?
they decide, okay, well, no, we're not going to race Joliet no more, which Chicago Land Speedway was actually a pretty good track. No, we're going to race the streets of Chicago. Like, really?
Yeah,
But of course-
because Chicago doesn't already have traffic. Is Brandon in the chat? Can you confirm that there's already too much traffic for them to be racing? Can you please confirm this or tell us your opinion?
So we see the ad today for it. And of course, they're showing parts of the race from last year. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, and by the way, we're going to have Keith Urban, the Chainsmokers, who else?
I can't remember.
Lana Del Rey, all these artists going to be there. I'm like, well, at least they're making it an event.
Uh-huh.
But yeah. All right. Where are we at next? I'm looking through this.
Light or
Brandon's-
dark roast.
Yep.
For me, it's medium.
I have no freaking clue.
It's you can have a light roast coffee, a medium
It's
roast
whatever's
coffee,
in that damn fridge.
and a dark roast coffee. Mine's medium.
It's whatever's in that fridge. And I don't know what the hell I get from when I ordered 911 from Starbucks from Dutch Bros. It's what we call it. What is it? It is not even a hot coffee.
No, it's a
It's only
blended coffee.
blended coffee. It's only
Like
cold coffee I ever drank in my life.
Probably
Yeah.
add espresso to it. I personally love light roast because it's higher in caffeine and I love the taste very specifically. I'm more specific. Sorry.
Exactly, GB. Put in the wall and floor it. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm literally slowly making through these. Is that a question?
The reaction from everyone.
Oh yeah.
The mic was perfect. It worked.
LG's got her favorite racing finale is anytime that Edwards won. Oh heck yeah.
Yeah.
Carl Edwards doing the backflip. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's freaking. Oh, there we go. Worst racing finale. Worst
Whatever they
racing
say.
finale. 2023 Formula One season, and so far the 2024 Formula One season. Hi.
Yeah, but it kicked off a year before the.
And also, let's just go ahead and add this on. In year, the stupid Patriots won the Super Bowl. Hi.
The worst one for me.
Anyway, I don't have to worry about the Angels winning anything because they suck.
Pan in on that look.
And then don't get me started about the Utah Jazz.
He's asking.
Anyway, to answer.
Or the Utes. She's actually a closet BYU
Is it
fan.
3 strikes you're out, folks? Because
She's actually a closet BYU fan, just so everybody knows.
No, I'm not. I do not like BYU. Thank you very much.
I had you.
and the Rockets red glare. The
Oh,
bombs
Lord.
bursting in air.
Oh, geez. Worst racing finale. Anytime Kyle Busch won.
And Brandon actually answered my question. How is traffic downtown
Right.
when
Traffic
Chicago
sucks.
has to add in
They had a
racing?
racing event downtown to help, right?
Yeah.
I know. It was like, I remember the whole lead up to it last year. Like, oh my gosh. And it was kind of like what they did to, like what F1 did to Vegas. They tore
No.
Vegas apart and Gosh, they made it rough on everybody.
No, DB. No, they are not nice
The
people.
bombs bursting in
They
air.
are not nice at all. No, they're not nice at all. Not especially when you're riding, because when I was in Utah, I had to ride public transportation. So one of the buses I had to take actually stopped by BYU. And when you have them
God, here we go.
come on the bus and you smile at them and they turn to you and snub you like they don't want to look at you in any way, shape, or form, you shouldn't even be there. Yeah, they're not nice at all.
That's because they're holier than thou.
Exactly. And that's not. Ugh.
And by the way, just so everybody knows, she's a lifer, Jack Mormon.
Passion.
I joined it later, and I'm now a Jack Mormon. So we can say this crap.
Okay, favorite track besides the Tricky Triangle,
Oh,
because we all know that's the best.
well, I mean,
If it comes to road courses, mine's Coda.
yeah, definitely
Circuit of
road
the
course.
Americas.
Okay, road course.
But it's really
Fine, sir. I'll give you Circuit of the Americas for Formula One. I'm not doing that for NASCAR.
For Formula One. Yeah, I meant Formula One. NASCAR.
NASCAR, Watkins Glen.
Yeah, exactly. That was for me but Formula One, it's Coda.
Oh Lord, here we go.
But NASCAR,
But-
yes, it's Watkins Glen in New York.
But as far as favorite for me, favorite NASCAR track, but if there's any track I ever can really get to, my first choice will be Bristol Motor Speedway. Every day of the year, any day of the week.
Yeah.
Well, as long as the Cup is there, but that's where I want to go. I've always wanted to go to Bristol. That's the place. I mean, heck, I live 2 hours away from Phoenix International Raceway, PIR, and I have never been. I've been here almost 8 years. There's 9 years, right?
9, yeah. Because
I mean, 9 years this August. I still never made it to a race. She's counting her fingers.
You were here in 2015, right?
Right.
Yeah, it'll be 9 years.
this
And
August.
I came a year later, which is 8.
Right. But yeah,
So,
yeah, Bristol Motor Speedway. But definitely, again, I've always loved Pocono though, and that's the Tricky Triangle, by the way.
oh yeah.
But
The way that track's set up, yes.
Megan's got how many different ways
It's
can we
gonna
tick
go
Kim
up
off tonight?
tonight.
I am working on it. Hope you're keeping count.
And to think I just kind of got it started. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, because
Maybe balanced it out though with some laughter.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what they are.
Oh. No, you're thinking that's Texas Motor Speedways where they use the
it's Texas.
which is next weekend.
Yeah. No, they don't use that on Coda because that is actually a purposely built F1 track, and NASCAR
Right.
is just
They're borrowing it.
they're borrowing it. So
No.
Yeah. He said he'd leave it alone.
Nah, I don't want them in the Big Ten. I didn't even want to. I mean, honestly, I didn't want to move into the Big 12 or where the hell they're going. It's like, oh God.
it was a Pac-12.
No, the Pac-12 is gone. It blew up.
Yeah.
There's only like 2 schools left.
I know, but their first move was to
Exactly, DB. And yeah, that's the other one too. Is yes, it's got to be Bristol at night.
Yeah.
Because seeing the sparks come off the cars would be freaking cool at nighttime.
No, their first move was to the Pac-12, and then the Pac-12 blew up, and then now they became Big 12 or whatever.
All right. Well, thank you for joining the racing episode.
Right?
Oh Lord.
Questions coming. Could be about
Yeah,
racing. Could about almost anything.
Who was better, Dale Sr. or Richard Petty? That's a hard one because they both were good. They both were good in their time because both ended up with 7 championships along with Jimmy Johnson.
Who? We don't count his. For me, I will always. I mean, I know. Richard Petty is obviously a legend in the sport. I mean, so is Dale Sr. now, but obviously he was a legend in the sport. But for me, Dale Sr. I mean, I grew that was my driver. That was the guy I grew up watching. And yeah, for me, it's Dale Sr. I mean, what he could do in a race car was crazy.
Well, yeah, you showed me some past races with him, and yeah, he was amazing in that car.
And,
Yeah, I wasn't. Someone said that about the
Rutgers
Rutgers
joining the Big Ten, and we see those poor bastards in Jersey getting their butts kicked every week. Oh Lord, there you go.
Yeah, I know he's not a very liked person.
Well,
Wow,
no,
polite. I like it. She's not a very polite person. I like it.
because when you win 5 straight friggin' years in a row, I mean, at least Petty and Senior didn't win them all in a row. But when you win 5 straight seasons in a row, it gets to the point where even as a NASCAR fan, for me, I was like, oh my God, he wins one more of these in a row. I'm done watching the sport.
Kind of like I was with F1 when Mercedes was taken off. With
Okay. How about now with fucking Red Bull
taken off? I'm the same way with Red Bull taken off.
With wings to fly.
Remind me of fucking Patriots. May they now become the worst team in the league for the next 50 years. Hi.
Uh-oh.
They didn't win their Super Bowls back to back to back.
I don't give a fuck. They won enough.
Yes,
it's time for them to go trash.
They've been a bad team for the last few years.
Thank God.
And they've now changed coaches. I said I'd leave it alone, but Utah. Oh,
you said Delsner with Michael Waltrip behind him. 2001 Daytona was one. Exactly, DB.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is you got. I mean, obviously, we're talking about 2001 Daytona 500. That is the Daytona 500. We did lose Dale Sr. on the last lap. Yeah. He's literally seeing his 2 cars that he owns, Michael Waltrip, Dale Earnhardt Jr., who his son, pushing Michael to the win, and then right there, turn 4, he takes a normal wreck.
Yeah.
I mean, for what, as a Dale Sr. fan, does Rex I've seen this man walk out of? I'm like, when I finally saw it, I'm like, that killed him?
Yeah.
What? And then, of course, we find out the rest of it later where seatbelts broke and shit like that. And yeah, okay, never mind. It changes it. But yeah.
I said I'd leave it alone, but Utah has the athletics for the Big Ten, and they're just enough different that it would have been nice. It would have been a nice change, but again, I'll leave it alone.
Yeah. No,
he kind of knows what he's talking about.
Exactly. Sorry, Spencer. By the way, I know you're in here, Spencer, and he's like right now going, really? Sports?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, anybody can ask any type of questions. Sports, nerdy.
Exactly.
Drop them.
Okay, Brandon said maybe I missed it, but he wants to know the thoughts on Gran Turismo.
I think I'm the only one who has seen it so far.
Nicole so far is the only one.
I liked it. I really liked it. I would see it again. I would do it. I would watch it again in a heartbeat. But after The Outsiders.
But I'm definitely going to be watching that real soon because I want to see that movie because of the fact I remember that time. I remember everything going on with that because at the time I was a huge PlayStation fan.
But it's a great movie. I saw it in the theaters.
Constantly playing Gran Turismo. So yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I plan on to.
It is on Netflix, I do believe, currently.
Yes, it is.
Who wants to watch it?
Isaac.
If you were on death row and could have one visitor, who would it be? What would be
wow.
Whoa.
What would
so
your
last
be?
Woo.
All right. This includes all 3 of us.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and get Nicole. What's your answer to this?
Can I have a charcuterie board of everything? One visitor.
One visitor, and what will your last meal be?
Didn't I say charcuterie board so I can eat everything? A little bit of everything?
Yeah, you said that.
I'm horrible. Ouch. What a question, Isaac. I'm not sure on visitors. Like, part of me goes, God, because at that point, that's who I'm gonna want and need. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Yoda. Maybe Yoda will come to me in force.
Yeah.
How about you, Kim?
Wow. This is wow.
Yeah.
This is a deep one.
Yeah.
Woo.
Well, I'd actually have two if I could have. Well, there's only one visitor. It's hard because I'd like to have two.
You can't have two. You only get one.
I know.
One.
I know.
Uno.
I know.
That's pizza.
That would
Chicago's pizza.
Mine would be pizza, chocolate.
Well, technically, that's part of your meal, right?
Right.
No, I don't know. It's hard for the visitor because there'd be, well, since I really didn't get to know her, that wouldn't be quite a good choice.
Obviously, you're talking about somebody that would be living, still living, not. I don't think we're going with the fantasy of anybody. You can have one visitor, regardless of their life. No, it's one visitor. Who would you have right now?
Probably my mom.
DB.
Probably mom.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. And if she was no longer here on Earth, who would it be?
Probably Mobile then.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You see, you didn't get added in that fucking list.
God, but technically,
See?
like a best friend, or I don't know.
You're the
Fuck, Scott.
What a hard question. Seriously.
You would be that's why I said it would be hard, because it would be you was who I'd really, really want if you weren't in the same situation I was.
Dude, I'll tell you this much right now. You won't have to worry about me being there, because if you're on death row, I'm out finding something new.
I think this is perfect timing for DB's
Hold on. I didn't
response
answer yet.
there.
So real quick, for me, last meal. Well, since the guards are gonna have to clean me up afterwards, we're gonna have about 10 platefuls of baked beans. We're gonna have, a shitload of chili dogs and chili. We're gonna do eggs and all the good stuff to make sure that when I finally croak,
gas bomb.
all this stuff comes out and they get a nice gas bomb. That's my whole point. As for one visitor, well, if Kim is still alive, at that point, Kim would be my number one. After that would be my daughter or one of my grandchildren.
Yeah. It's like you'd be my number one, and then after that would be family members.
No, that ain't what you said. You don't get to rephrase it now. All right, where are we at now?
Where we at? We're in Arizona.
Oh, wow.
Love the smart Alec.
We almost got what? Isn't the visitor. He's the reason. Yeah. It's true, DB. True. There we go. The ball, though. We did a real cannonball run. What kind of card would you choose? This is where it gets hard. While I like Ferrari in Formula One, the Cannonball Run movies is where I fell in love with the Lamborghini.
Because it can make it, because you want a car that can shoot. That's right.
Well, I mean, they're both Ferrari or Lamborghini are freaking faster than hell. Those are like all my years of playing Need for Speed, Gran Turismo. Those are the cars I want to drive in the game. Those are the cars I want to drive in the game.
What?
You took mine.
You, Isaac, has a question for you, though.
I was going to say Lamborghini too.
Oh, you're fine. How about you, Nicole?
Probably Lamborghini or the Ferrari, one of the two.
Yeah.
Because again, you want one that's gonna go.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, you want to
gotta make it.
Otherwise, if I got to choose one from the movie, dude, I'm grabbing the Japanese guys.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, come on, they made a fucking stealth car.
Yeah, they did.
They just couldn't drive it.
Hi, Nick.
Rude, Nick.
Backyard artist. Hey, Nick, how's it going? All right, where are we at here? Isaac.
What fictional world would you want to take a vacation to? Oh, I already know that one.
All right. Well, I already know where I'm living, so let's see. Go for it, Kim. Where are your vacation at? What's your vacation destination?
Hogwarts. I want to go to Hogwarts.
Fucking Hogwarts.
Yeah. I want to go to Hogwarts.
Really?
Yeah.
Nicole, how about you?
You know, part of me wants to go to Hogwarts with Kim. However, part of my part of me is in Narnia. Part of my foot is in Oz. And I don't know which way the door is going to swing. I mean, if the door pushes me into Narnia, I'm going to Narnia. But if it pushes me to Oz, I'm going to Oz. But if it pushes me down, I guess I'm going to Hogwarts with Kim.
Well, I'm going to Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Vacation time, I'm going to Middle Earth. I'm already living in Moose Park.
See, if I would have to go to Middle Earth, though, I'm going straight to where the hobbits are. Leave me alone. I'm going to eat breakfast 11 times a day. I'm going to enjoy cozy tea. I'm going to be by the fire, cozy with tea and all the goodies. But if not, yeah. It's a good question, though. I love that question.
Person you most likely end up in prison with. Oh, man.
We'll go together.
I don't know.
I really don't know either.
Yeah, I have no clue.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. Probably some big dude named Bubba. Where we at next? Backyard TARDIS. Hello there. Question for the crew. How do you like your pork prepared, grilled, fried, smoked, or rotisserie?
I don't.
Well, Backyard TARDIS, Nick, just so you know, all those sound really good.
No.
I like my chicken grilled. I like my chicken fried, smoked, and rotisserie. So the same thing with pork.
Porks are friends, not food.
So we're fucking
Porks are
chickens.
friends, not foods.
So we're chickens.
Shh. We're not talking about chickens. We're talking about food. I mean, we're talking about porks.
Oh, Lord.
Correct, Lunar Girl. Correct.
My parents. That's simple.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine would be the
Definitely
one.
my dad.
Yeah.
My dad for sure, because he
Yeah.
wanted to. The one time I did get arrested.
Yeah. My mom would.
She leave you? You think your mom would leave you in jail overnight
Oh, no.
and bail you out the next day? No, who would leave you in jail overnight and bail you out the next day? I know damn well it was my dad, because he freaking tried to do it one time. I did get arrested.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't even know if my dad ever would have, because we never really discussed it.
Yeah, I honestly don't. How about you, Nicole?
I don't.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Exactly. It's no big deal. I mean, some of these are hard. I mean, some of them I already know these answers, because some of them were like, yeah. But yeah, definitely my dad would leave my ass in jail. He tried to. My mom like, no, we're not leaving there.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know.
I mean, it wouldn't matter to me. I already got like, somebody gave me a book to read. I don't remember what the hell the title of it was, but next thing I was like, I hear my name and grab your stuff. You're being bailed out, motherfucker. Thank God. So you want to be here all night, but do the time, do the crime, pay the time.
Yep.
Do the crime.
Or,
What?
or orange pork pizza.
Orange pork pizza.
You know why that is? Hold up.
It's supposed to be pork.
No.
See right here, Isaac Kate pork. See?
Mandarin orange chicken pizza. Thank you, Megan.
Megan.
I think
Yep.
that's what the
Yes.
inspiration was from.
Yes.
Anyways, so you girls keep paying attention for I'm gonna turn the show down a little bit here. We're gonna take it down just a notch for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna take it down a notch.
Yeah, we're gonna get into some serious topic real quick, because this happened today while I was
We're gonna have to go a little cray cray.
while watching the NASCAR race. I happened to notice something pop up, and I went, excuse me, on
We don't want
Twix,
to this.
Twitter. And unfortunately, founding Firehouse singer CJ Snare died Friday night at age 64 of unspecified causes. And I quote, "Is with great sorrow we are letting the world know we have lost our brother, CJ Snare, the rock and roll warrior, lead vocalist, and founding member of Firehouse, end quote, the band wrote on their Facebook page. Again, quote, CJ Snare passed unexpectedly at his home Friday night, April 5th, 2024. He was a young 64 years old. We are all in complete shock with CJ's untimely passing, end quote. Snare co-founded Firehouse in the late 80s and remained in the group alongside guitarist Bill Laverte and drummer Michael Foster for nearly 4 decades. He co-wrote all 3 of the band's top 20 hits, 1991's Don't Treat Me Bad and Love of a Lifetime. Both of those were off their debut album. And 1992's When I Look Into Your Eyes, which was off their second album. In 2003, Snare underwent unspecified surgery and was temporarily forced off the road, but he had been expected to return to live performances this summer.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Did you
Rest in peace.
when you and Karina together and went down to Stockman's? Did you see him?
Local.
Oh,
You guys,
No,
are, you guys are digitized. I don't know what the word is. You're frozen, almost frozen. I can kind of hear you, but kind of not hear you.
and I noticed that.
All right, hold on, we just lost.
Yeah, we just lost it.
Connection just went to some friggin' reason.
Yeah.
We got Nicole.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hello, welcome back. I'll be here with you guys hanging out while Scott and Kim get their internet fixed. You know, technology, gotta love it when it works, of course. And yes, may he rest in peace. I know Firehouse, of course, had some really good love ballads, you know, from the rock and roll days. In fact, when we were talking about this before we actually went on air, I was looking up their music and I was just like, oh my gosh, it's just hard to believe, and he's 64. So take care of your hearts. Don't drink too many energy drinks, coffee over energy drinks, and lots of water. So take care of your heart. All right. So I did see a question, Spencer, which I will answer now. I will say emotional support. And the question, sorry, what, since you aren't supposed to eat porks because you don't, because they're friends, what are you supposed to do? Well, they're emotional support animals. There's your answer. So if you guys have any other questions, drop them in because we'll be starting to fire them off here shortly when Scott and Kim get back. Again, could be anything, could be racing, could be nerdy stuff, sporty stuff, whatever you want. Do you have, I mean, anything could be a this or that. So yeah, just drop them in the chat and we'll get those taken care of when they come back on in. So I hope you guys are all doing well tonight. I know I already asked about the eclipse. So I know for Spencer and Ubaldo had mentioned it earlier, but yes, I did actually drop a playlist that I had found that includes in a whole day's worth of moon music.
All right, you got me back.
Oh, there we go. There we go. See y'all. Okay, so again,
You got me back. You got the symbol right now, but I'll be back on video in a bit.
You'll be good. You're good. So yeah, so continue to drop those questions.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to bring the show down, but I thought, oh, wait, I'm gonna get this out of the way.
I know we didn't want to forget about it.
I know Kim was asking before we started having internet problems. What if she thought me and her sister, and we did get to see them live actually in 2005 in Reno at the Reno Hilton before they changed names again. And after their show, they said, we're gonna go up top and we're gonna at the merch table, we're gonna sign autographs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I'm out of here. And I literally left our seats on the floor, and because I think Quiet Riot was coming out next, and I'm like, I got time to go. I've already seen Quiet Riot live before already, so I didn't care to see them again, or be up front and personal, see them. So it's like, I go up there, I get to meet everybody in the band, and get to meet CJ, Bill, and Michael, and then they had a new bass player at the time because their original bass player had left the band at that point. who he is actually, Perry is actually now the bass player for Striper, which is kind of ironic. But yeah, so I got a chance to see him, got a chance to meet him. And I remember telling CJ, I'm like, you don't realize, dude, in 1991, when you guys came through opening with Trickster opening, then you guys second, and then Warrant headlining the show, I wanted to come to Reno to see you guys here at Lawler Event Center. I've been waiting since 1991 to see you guys live. And he's like, wow, dude, that's, I mean, it was cool to have that little chat with him.
Mhm.
And then after the show was over, after the whole night was over, we went inside the Reno Hilton and we actually got to meet the new bass player at the time of Firehouse, plus a bunch of other guys that night. But it was really cool.
That does.
It was a
sound
cool
good.
experience. Let's see if we can get, once can I bring camera back up?
Yes, you can bring the camera back up.
Boom.
And we've actually got a bunch of questions
All right, here we go.
through. So there we go.
You can unmute.
Oh, I forgot. I muted you. Oop. You
Whoop.
there?
I'm unmuted now.
Yeah, you're unmuted.
I'm muted. Yeah, okay.
Muted.
Are you having fun?
Anyways, who wants to take this one?
Favorite flavor combo. Salty, sweet, sweet, sour.
Salty, sweet, 100%.
Yeah, same here.
Sweet and savory, man. Gotta have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Let's see. When I go to a Chinese food restaurant, it is sweet and sour chicken, sweet and sour pork. Yeah, I'm going sweet and sour all the time.
Yeah.
No, mine's the pork. They're friends.
Yes, exactly.
I said pork.
Yeah.
But it could be pork too. Sweet and
Oh.
sour pork. We could,
I thought you said
too.
pork. I thought you were trying to be a smarty and answered it. I was like, no.
Okay.
Brandon wants to know, are you taking the red pill or the blue pill? Depends what I'm using the blue pill for.
We don't take pills from people we don't know.
Yeah.
No.
You know,
Good answer. I like Scott's answers the best.
okay, so the first time I ever saw one of those commercials, right? I looked at Corinne at the time, because who I was married to. That's Kim's younger sister who passed away 2014. I looked at her and I said, because of course they get the big old warning on the blue pill. If after 4 hours, and I'm thinking, if after 4 hours I need to keep using it, I'm gonna go find more uses. I ain't going to the damn hospital.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
All right, next up, backyard TARDIS.
Dinosaurs or robots?
Dude, freaking robots.
Yeah, definitely robots.
R2, BB-8,
Yeah.
Muppet from Battlestar Galactica. I guess, I'm trying to think. I can see all these in my head right now.
Yeah,
but
I know.
I can't remember their freaking names. But
Yeah, you're robots.
I'm robots all the way.
Robots, yep.
Aren't those
But-
technically droids?
Well,
Robots, droids are the same thing. But I mean, if I could own it, I mean, a Tyrannosaurus Rex would be kind of cool to own too.
Part
Yeah,
of me
you
wants
get
to. Part of me wants to go dinosaurs because dinosaurs can't really take my job. Robots can.
Not the mama.
yeah, not the mama,
Exactly.
not the mama.
All right, moving on. Isaac wants to know, hot or cold?
Both for me. I drink it both ways.
Yeah,
If
like
it-
both.
If it's cold, I will drink hot. If it's hot, I'll drink cold. So I drink it both ways. But mainly it's cold.
I'm about to go pull up my last Touch Brothers receipt when it was cold here, and I swear to goodness, it was 2 cold coffees.
It was 2 cold coffees, so it's mainly cold for me.
But yeah, I
Hot.
don't mind either way.
Preferred hot.
Brandon wants to know,
Favorite season and why?
Nicole.
Yeah.
Spring, when it's not stolen away from us, like the baby animals, the plants coming up for the first time, flowers blooming, the first green buds on the trees. Of course, but I live in an area that has spring. Not every area has 4 seasons, so spring and then fall. It's like right there.
Kim?
Not Kim.
Kim.
Well, mine used to be summer when I lived up in Nevada because that's when the pool was opened and I'd love to swim. Now it's down here in Arizona. It's winter when the temperatures are a little cooler.
No, I mean, as far as winter or time down here, would definitely be spring. So we're kind of in between.
Yeah.
Before we start, be like this coming week on Wednesday, we're supposed to be in the 90s.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're
No.
coming.
No.
Right now we're 76.
No.
So we're jumping to the 90s.
No 90s.
However, this is going to come as a shock to everybody since I live in Arizona. My favorite season is straight up winter with the snow.
Yeah.
I always love winter. I've always loved the snow time. You know, yes, now as an adult, I'm like, yeah, screw that. But but still, even being up there in Nevada during the wintertime, or just as it started snowing a little bit, or even when I've been up there during the wintertime, it's like, yeah, I do miss it.
Yeah. Well, there are some aspects of winter, yes, especially when it looks like a postcard.
And since I missed this earlier, Megan's like, not that blue pill, Scott.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go. Godzilla or
Or
Kong?
Kong.
Godzilla or King Kong? Who are you going with?
I have no preference because I have not seen neither one.
You didn't even see the old Japanese, the old version ones from Godzilla?
The only
Where it's like, wait, we'll kill the lizard.
No, I didn't see that actually. Yeah, I know. We already know. We already come to the conclusion that I was not exposed to a lot of movies as a child.
I'm trying to figure out how you weren't exposed to this because of the fact that that was definitely been something your dad would have wanted to watch, I would assume.
If he watched it, I never was
Wow.
around.
Hey, Nicole, how about you? Godzilla?
I'm gonna go Kong. I'm gonna go Kong. I just have a feeling. I'd put myself in front of a silverback gorilla first before I know. Kong.
Nah, bring Godzilla all the way. Godzilla all the way.
Yeah.
Because you can give him the control of that fire. Whew,
Yeah.
you can rule the world.
Yeah.
Spencer says, Kim, we have to have a talk.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I know.
Here we go. Death by dessert. What are you picking?
Chocolate? I'll be happy to swim in Willy Wonka's chocolate river.
Oh, yeah, I'll die in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just dive right into it.
Exactly.
Chocolate. Don't matter. It wouldn't take much. I mean, it'd probably take a full day, but I mean, obviously not the river, but I mean, if you were going real dessert, eating chocolate, like chocolate cake or something, if I had enough to eat for at least enough to be able to power in for probably 12 hours, I could kill myself.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that it would shoot my blood sugar sky friggin' high.
Yeah.
It reminds me of what you're saying reminds me of the movie Matilda. Well, book and movie Matilda, and the cake, the chocolate cake scene, and the little boy being forced to eat cake, the chocolate cake, very specifically. Have you guys not seen that?
No.
Oh, we gotta change that. That's got Danny DeVito in it. And I would pick tiramisu, by the way, because it has coffee, and yummy creaminess and chocolate. So
that is good. Yes.
Okay. They also wants to know movie that made you laugh the most. Movie that made you laugh the most.
I know my favorite rom-com is.
I don't know. I really don't know. Because,
I mean, one of my favorite rom-coms is When Harry Met Sally, and that movie cracks me up. I'm laughing, but it's also emotional. So,
yeah.
Well, movie that made me laugh the most. There's actually 2 of them. They were released. No, actually, there's 3 of them. And they were all released in the 80s.
Okay.
Caveman with friggin' Ringo Starr and Dennis Quaid. Oh my god! And then Revenge of the Nerds.
That's hilarious.
And
That's
Porky's.
hilarious.
And Porky's.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
Hey,
I have to agree.
What are you doing with that egg? What
Yeah.
egg?
That leg.
That egg. Oh, you mean this egg?
Boom. Lassie.
I know.
And the guy, oh my god, I have to agree. Porky's is hilarious, especially the scene when he takes her upstairs and the whole Lassie scene, and the gym teacher is laughing behind the gym hats and he just can't stop.
I know. I don't know where I've talked about this before, but it might have been last week or earlier. One of them with some show we've been on, but no matter what, the one scene that will make me friggin' laugh my ass off every time in Porky's is when they're in the principal's office and Beulah Ballbreaker is literally talking about having young men line up, and then the coaches are all, well, we can put out a wanted poster. Have you seen this?
Have you seen the penis?
And we can draw we can make sure it's got a mole, because it's got a mole. She says it's got a mole.
And for those who don't know what we're talking about
Go
very
watch
specific
Porky's.
shower scene.
Go watch friggin' Porky's. Oh my god.
Poor Tommy.
Yeah. Hey, Hannah, by the way.
Hello,
I saw my
Hannah.
daughter showed up.
We'll segue away from that one.
Yeah.
I actually have 2 for that one.
Okay.
My number 1's cheese and my number 2's caramel.
Nicole.
Okay, I'm like Kim. Okay, 2 things. 1, Chicago style Garrett's popcorn, cheese, caramel mix. Oh, yum. But if I'm at home and I'm making it myself, if I'm doing one topping, it's going to actually be including like either Reese's Pieces or peanut M&Ms.
Ooh.
Yum. Let me tell you. Yum. See, sweet and savory.
Yeah.
Sweet, salty and sweet. Yummy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What?
Butter.
Yeah, I love butter, but I thought
It's straight up old school. I mean, for me, you know, don't get me wrong. You know, when I think of caramel, I think of Cracker Jacks. Cheese ones are really good. I mean, I'm talking like what you get in those tins and stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if I go to a theater, it's straight up. I want
butter.
the popcorn right there, and regardless. I mean, my mom bought us a thing a few years ago where there's all these different toppings. Like, why? I'm just like, give me normal popcorn with butter on it. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to make popcorn up now for book club.
Yeah.
So it looks like I see a show that we're gonna have to do.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought we already had those going. Gran
Well,
Turismo.
Here's another one we're gonna have to think about doing, because of the fact that I've seen Wilder, I've seen Depp. However, I don't think have not watched the new one yet.
Newest one, no.
So we wouldn't be able to rate the newest one. No matter what, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter. It's kind of like, for me, like if I go Star Wars real quick, Empire Strikes Back will always be my number 1 movie, because of that is the first movie I ever saw in Star Wars. So for me, the very first Willy Wonka movie I ever seen was with Gene Wilder. That will always be my number 1.
Well, same here, because that's the first one I
And
see.
again, I can't go between the. I mean, I saw the one with Johnny Depp. I did like it.
Yeah.
But I've not seen
the newest
new
one.
So I cannot really.
We can't
one way or another.
Yeah, we can't say that. We can't exactly say that one.
And a week ago, the show that I did with Nick from Nickflix dropped, and we talked about Wonka. Well, we did not. We didn't. We only talked about very specifically the new one and the original. We did not talk. We talked even a little bit about the book, but we didn't go in the middle. So that will be a fun show. Candy, give me candy.
Just go watch Godzilla -1 whenever it comes out.
So you got.
And thank me later. Okay.
I do know I saw some questions.
And Spencer also said they did a good job in their own way. I think Depp is overhated. I agree. I mean, I do severely agree with that. What, we got more questions up I missed?
Yes. Megan asked favorite childhood show.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, Megan.
No, it's okay. I think it's because I kept mine up a little bit, and as they're
Oh, you're
scrolling,
fine.
it's
I'm just trying to find it. Go ahead, Kim. Which? Oh, there it is. Yep, I did skip over it. My bad.
Favorite childhood show? Fraggle Rock.
Ooh. Now the question is I should be more specific. Megan, are you wanting like TV show or cartoon? I mean, we're kids of the 80s and 90s. We had it all. We had like
Yeah, we did.
good stuff. Like
Awesome.
sitcoms.
I also missed one by
Like,
Brandon.
how we-
I also missed one by Brandon too, so I've got that one up next. You're Fraggle Rock, huh?
Yeah, Fraggle Rock.
Favorite childhood show is Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Rock came on. You were how old?
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't remember.
Dun, 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 dun. Did you have the Fraggle Rock
Dance
McDonald's
with
toys too?
I didn't.
Dance with cares away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down to Fraggle Rock.
Down
Work
to
cares
Fraggle Rock.
away.
Oh, sorry.
Working
doing
for
that.
or dancing for another day. Let the Fraggles play. We're global monkey moving red. Whoopee!
Fraggle
Oh,
Rock.
I forgot Wembley. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Arr.
Love the Fraggles.
Yep.
But
I love
like,
it. I
what?
love the Fraggles so much that, and again, I mean, for me, it was definitely, I was getting closer to my teens, but I loved it so much that when I believe Case was born, I bought the DVD or Blu-ray set for Hannah
Yes.
so she could my grandkids could watch that show. So
All right.
yeah.
So what was
But as far as I go, favorite childhood show. God. I mean, like I said, Fraggle Rock was closer to my teenage years. Damn, Mork and Mindy, Greatest American Hero, BJ and the Bear,
Ooh, I was gonna say
Electric Company, Sesame Street, Muppet Show.
Yeah.
I mean, I really can't choose one from back then.
Yeah.
Way.
Let me grab this one real quick.
IMAX overrated.
So it's like that's why I'm like, you gotta pick a category because I'm like Saturday morning good
Right.
tune. Or what are we talking about? I mean, there's so many. I love sitcoms. I love it all. So
I know. Well, and that's why when I thought about it, I mean, and of course I just forgot Battlestar Galactica and even the reruns of Star Trek.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was my 70s.
Yeah.
That was me growing up in the 70s.
yeah, but the 90s had like sitcoms.
Nicole,
we had Married with Children, we had Roseanne, we had
Nicole.
Yes.
I was 21 or 20 years
Well,
old
okay,
in 90s.
but I'm talking about my childhood and Kim's.
Her childhood would have been the 80s.
Well, my childhood was both 80s and the 90s. This is the good thing about being like on the line of both an ex and a millennial.
I mean, yeah, we want to talk about my adult years. Yeah, Roseanne. I mean,
yeah.
Who's the Boss?
Yes, Growing Pains.
You know, TGI Friday, people.
Yeah.
Yes, we had Full House and Step by Step.
Exactly. Step by Step and
Day by
dinosaurs.
Day.
Not the mama.
Oh yeah, not the mama. See.
Anyway,
and we had Fraggles, and we had Rainbow. I had Rainbow Bright.
Rainbow Bright.
He-Man. We had He-Man.
She-Ra. Yeah, She-Ra. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes,
no,
Megan.
And none of them are mentioned,
Right,
and none of them are mentioning X-Men.
X-Men.
Yeah, X-Men.
Batman.
By the way,
Batman.
I did watch the first 2 episodes of the 92, or the season 1 of the 92 X-Men series. So
yeah,
started that. Of course, I still got to get caught up on Stranger Things has happened, or Stranger Things. So I can get caught up on Stranger Things has happened.
Okay.
All right. Brandon wants to know
IMAX.
IMAX is overrated. I've never been.
I have been to one.
I think if you're seeing a big movie, it's worth it.
If
you're not seeing a big movie, it's not worth it. But if you're seeing like Star Wars, if you're seeing like Harry Potter, if you're seeing like a really big, oh my God, I would have loved to have seen Oppenheimer on the IMAX. I saw one on a big screen already, and that was amazing. But I really should have gone to see Oppenheimer on the bigger screen because holy snickerdoodles. Was that movie amazing already? But then to have that of this huge moment intense that takes you over, even in the room that I was in, the theater I was in, was already huge to make it even bigger. Yeah. Oh, wait, minus the IMAX where the chair moves, Brandon. Okay. I gotta say that because he knows what I'm talking about. There was one we went to in the chair's just one, I got short legs. Two, it just doesn't work.
All right, here we go.
Oh, their favorite childhood and favorite animated childhood show.
Oh, is that what she wants?
Yeah.
Favorite animated childhood show. Okay. Looney Tunes.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Jetsons. I can go on.
Flintstones. Betty Boop.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody in the movie of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, because then it covers everything.
Yes.
That was my childhood.
That's true. It does cover everything.
It wasn't my childhood.
Mine was actually later became that it wasn't new, but when I watched Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Where are you?
Things to do now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How about you, Nicole? Favorite animated childhood show?
Oh, I thought
she.
Oh, did she?
Yeah,
that's right. She had a list.
Can we Muppet Babies had a thing? I mean, Rainbow Bright, Strawberry Shortcake.
Yeah, you guys all had more.
DuckTales, Tailspin, Chip and Dale's.
I mean, those was the group
Mickey
in the
Mouse?
70s. Those was the group in the 70s. We didn't have that many to choose from, so.
Yeah, I remember Rainbow Bright and Strawberry Shortcake though.
Yes.
Because I actually had Rainbow Bright doll on the strawberry shortcake that literally smelled like strawberries.
Yes, me too. And then we had I watched Looney Tunes, but then we were watching Betty Boop too. I was definitely introduced to older cartoons, which I loved. I loved Betty Boop as well. So I wasn't just a snob to the new stuff. I wanted all. I was loving that.
Favorite Disney afternoon cartoon?
Afternoon cartoon.
I'm gonna have to say probably DuckTales. My DuckTales. Yeah. But then there was Gummy Bears. Oh my god.
The only thing I remember watching, early days of Disney Channel, the only thing I remember watching on Disney Channel in the afternoon was Kids Incorporated.
Okay, I watched Kids Incorporated, Mickey Mouse Club. That was a good year. Those were good. And then Anne of Avonlea. So actually, even on the afternoons, I wasn't necessarily watching cartoons. I just remember that DuckTales was a part of that at some point. But Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, 90s. They need to add that to Disney Plus. I don't think they understand that everybody will watch it that day.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, mine was I did like DuckTales, but I also liked Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers too.
Yes. Heck yeah.
Okay.
Favorite TGIF sitcom? Oh,
really?
That was Full House for me.
Full House.
I mean, Full House was good.
But so it wasn't Step by Step and Family Matters.
Yeah.
And Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I mean, for me,
Mr. Cooper.
Hating with Mr. Cooper was my show.
Yeah.
That was a show I enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, that was a good one. Kim and Nicole.
Favorite,
pretty sure we answered that one.
Favorite animated kids show?
Just in case everybody missed, go for
it. Mine was actually Scooby-Doo. Was mine.
Okay. Nicole's over singing.
I'm singing.
So I guess she's gonna say Scooby-Doo too. Next on the list, any author, dead or alive, you can spend a day with one. Who are you picking, Nicole?
I hate you.
The leader of the Red 5 reading.
My God.
Who are you choosing? Speaking of Red 5 reading.
Yeah, speaking of that.
I'm really sad right now because I'm part of me wants to go one and part of me wants to go to another. I mean, I'm just talking about dead even. If it was a man, it would be C.S. Lewis. If it was a woman, I'd almost say Louisa Alcott or Jane Austen. Isaac, why couldn't you go on top 3 or top 5?
Because that's the fun part. Is you gotta make it hard.
I actually agree with you with C.S. Lewis.
I mean, C.S. Lewis is up there with me. I mean, but then so isn't Frank Album. My cats are named after him for crying out loud. See, Alpha, get it, Al Frank Baum. See,
Yep.
Can we have a top 5, Isaac? Can we please, sincerely, Kim and I?
There we go. We'll do a top 5 authors show. How about that?
We can totally do
Somebody
that.
better write all this shit down because I ain't gonna remember a damn thing.
I'll bring you guys back on, and we can do it on my 5s for 5.
There we go. We'll do it on the 5s. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. So you've already said yours too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, mine's not dead. He's alive still. I am hanging out, spending a day with Stephen King.
Yes.
Cool. Have fun.
I mean,
Think you'll have a
the
good
man
time.
of horror. Oh, I would have a great time with Stephen King because I got a lot of questions to ask.
Can you just ask him one big one for me? Just
What?
one. I just got one.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try not to make Kim over here laugh to the point she cries.
Oh God, here we go.
In the book, okay, very specifically the book.
Okay.
Why did he have to include a gangbang?
So you know, I'm not read the book yet. So now, okay.
I want to.
Put down my fucking list to read. Holy crap! Really? Well,
So in the movies, they replaced it.
well,
In the movies, they replaced it like they would cut their hands with blood.
Mhm.
Get it?
Mhm.
Get it? Think. No, you don't want to think about it. I don't want to think. I couldn't. Guys, reading a book.
all right.
That's the
Calm
one
down.
part of the book I couldn't get my head around because you're reading about teenagers and you're like, I'm not a teenager. Why am I reading this about this happening? Why is this happening? And
I don't know if this. I mean, honestly, a gangbang. I don't know if that's really as bad as having a chick literally trap a spirit while being fucked by it. It's in the Dark Tower. It's what? Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Which book is that in?
It's in
Wow.
It's in it out of all the
This
7
went a
Dark
whole
Series.
nother route.
yeah,
It's in a Dark Tower book.
yeah, it is. It's
Fuck, I can't remember which one it is.
I can't
I want to say
either.
it's like
it's either 3 or 4. One of them.
no, 3 is drawing as 1 is Dark Earth Gunslinger, 2 is drawing as 3.
Yeah,
3 is what?
3 is the
No, I
train.
think it's 4. It's 4.
Is it 4? Because
Yeah,
I
'cause
know
it-
3 is the train
Right.
one.
3 is where you all of a sudden show up in Kansas during Captain
Yeah.
Trips from the stand. You're like,
Yeah,
what the hell?
yeah, because they're on the train.
Hi, kitty.
Yeah, definitely. Spencer chooses token. Hell yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree. All right,
Okay.
Isaac wants to know.
Darkwing Duck versus Gizmo Duck.
Darkwing, easy.
Yeah, Darkwing. Yeah,
The ladies have spoken. I have no comment in this one because I don't really know who the hell we're talking
there's Glinda.
It's not the official mascot, but it's the other one. It's the sorceress.
Yes.
Say hi, Glinda.
Hi, Glinda. Hi there, girl. Oh, oh,
Look at
oh.
her. Look at her, so beautiful. I'm waiting for Alfie now to make her appearance.
Yeah.
I don't know where Alphaba is. I'm sure she's right outside the door, being like, "Yeah, I see what you guys are doing."
about. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, I think at this point we are kind of just. Hey, at least it wasn't like that one time. where
That one time.
when Alphabet jumped on.
Yeah, when Elfie went like that.
That was freaking hilarious.
That was.
We should like really go back and clip where we can hear Kim go, "Ah, it's a kitty." Ah, the kitty.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Anyways, real quick, I've got a couple questions for Nicole
Okay.
because I think a lot of this was answered while I was gone and I wasn't watching the shows all the time.
Okay.
When did you find out that the Red 5 Network had a Red 5 reading book club thing?
My God. I kid you not. When I found out was this past fall, and I was just like, excuse me, how do I not know about like you should see. I'm sure there's like a message I think between Ro and I or with somebody and I, because I was like, excuse me, how did I not know about this? But then it occurred to me that it made sense because I used to be in another book club and I was being very well respected. I mean, I remained respectable even though they weren't active. I even wrote them even before I took up the mantle, and I asked them for, are you okay with this? Because if you guys are going to start up something in the next month, 3 months, I'm not going to do this. And then when they said, no, go for it, do it. We're still on hiatus. And this has been like, it had already been like 2 years already, over 2 years at that point. So yeah. That's when, so last fall, literally, like I think September is when, it's right around September, because by October is when we started really rolling on things. So
now you pretty much asked the group as a collective what books they want to do, right?
We have a suggestion room,
right?
And then sometimes we have been going straight to like next month we're going to be reading The Living Force. I did one quick poll, on social media, yes or no. And then we, of course, did a fun bracket for this month. That was fun because we had so many non-Red 5 books. Non-Star Wars books that we wanted to read. So we did a really fun bracket. I know from that bracket, and since then, though, there's one particular book that didn't win, not Princess Bride either, that has been brought up. And so we're still considering how that's going to be. I do know there will be a bracket for October. Okay. Spencer, I know, will be campaigning very hard between now and then. He's got one that was already a contender, but that's going to be brought in for October because October is going to be a very fun. It's going to be a very fun we're going to do a Halloween. We know we're going to do something scary, something spooky, something horror. We're excited for that one. Awesome. Thank you. It's been so much fun. I love hanging out and nerding out. Even with this new book has been a book that I hadn't read yet. Actually, this is interesting because now I just got done reading a series I hadn't read yet. Now I'm reading a book I haven't read. And now, so the next one I will be new. And then I think we have 1 month off and then we head back into a trilogy again. And the trilogy I haven't read, but I had. And I'm like, I had just gotten it for research. And I'm like, okay. So sometimes it depends. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I got one more question about book club. I'm going to hold it for just a minute.
All right.
Brandon wants to know which movie bad guys should have won. What movie bad guy should have won?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I got to think on this.
Yeah, same here.
Wow, Spencer, and here I thought you wanted Dracula. See how that went. Oh, I know. We talked about this a little bit last night. We did.
Yeah.
Maul should have been around a lot longer.
Longer
is, of course, when they realized that, that's why they put him in Clone Wars.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I wish Maul would have stayed. I don't know if it's necessarily that he won. I just wish he would have been around longer because I really liked Maul. Maul is definitely. Well, I love Vader. I love Vader, and I really love Thrawn. Maul is. Oh my gosh. Whew. That double edge, that green, the red, and then I'm thinking about the Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon and Maul, thing, because I can see their various, lightsabers. Literally, I'm like, here's the green, here's the red, here's the
the gold blade lightsaber was freaking badass.
Yeah, it was.
Kim, who you got?
I don't know.
You don't know which bad guy should have won?
No.
Okay. I got one, but it would have changed the whole fucking series.
Woo! Hot off the press. What is it?
Voldemort.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. No. Man.
You're right, though. It would have changed the whole outcome of everything.
No,
Yeah,
we just would have had an extended series even longer until he was gone.
Yeah.
Also, the military.
No. That's a no.
You see what you did, Brandon? You see what you did?
Also, Darth Vader, Emperor.
He did kind of, Emperor kind of did win.
You did win, yeah.
That dang guy can't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be back in the next Rey movie, by the way.
And Vader, I love Vader, but I think the, yeah.
Brandon
says, I knew you'd say that, Scott.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely on it. Overall, though, Hans should have lived.
Who?
Hans Gruber.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do
that.
you
Yes.
even know who Hans Gruber is?
Well,
No.
when you said Hans, there's two.
Yeah.
You know who I thought of?
Han Solo.
No,
Mhm.
no,
No,
Frozen.
Never seen it.
Oh, yeah.
never seen it.
Yeah.
For some odd reason, my mind went to maybe because we've been talking about cartoons and animated.
Yeah.
That my brain
Yeah.
went there versus
Yeah, I've never
Hans
seen.
Gruber. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen Frozen. Let me get back to the one last question I have for book club. We're gonna have to get ready to close up shop here.
yeah, because we have book club tonight.
Right. My next question for book club for you, Nicole, is if you had 1 month, everybody says, okay, Nicole, you get to choose a book. What book are you choosing?
I get to choose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I already put mine in. And mine lost, but it was in the top race. It'd be A Princess Bride because I've not read it yet, and I didn't know it was a book. And when it became a book, I was like, oh my god, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because here's the other thing though, all the books that we've been reading, I love them. I'm so excited that we finished the trilogy. The Heir to the Empire. I'm glad now that we're reading The Martian again. This is putting me out there in a different way, which I appreciate.
Right.
I'm excited to read Aftermath because again, I had the series and I got it very specifically when I found them thrifting. I was like, I had to grab the other two because I was like, oh my god, this is happening in this show. So I was doing it for research. But if I had to do one non-Star Wars, let me go very specifically one non-Star Wars, it would be Princess Bride. Star Wars, though, we've mentioned maybe doing the Force Collector because I read that in 24 hours because I was naughty, like you, Scott, once upon a time.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. Would I want to read that one again or would I want to try a new one? I mean, I'm kind of getting. I mean, we're going to be doing Living Force, and that's going to be good. So, yeah. Non-Star Wars, definitely Princess Bride because I haven't read it yet, and now it's really on the back burner because I've been reading other things. I mean, Yoda. I put a bunch of books here for Yoda to sit on. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
I know we got a box of books that I came home with because Kim is a huge fan of the James Patterson
Women's Murder Club.
And so
There you go.
Hannah had a bunch of books that she was going to give to Kim. And so she packed those up and then she kept looking at her and going, oh, I think you guys ought to read here. Here's these. And then one of the ones, the last one she put in there was Lone Survivor. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll definitely read that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's so far reading The Martian has been fun.
Oh,
Oh
I've
my God.
enjoyed it.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
But I'm like, where's you all though? I need him to drop his quote. Yeah. I'm excited for tonight. I'm already prepped and prepared. For book club, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. This month is gonna be a fun month to.
All right, album. Here we go. Question for both Nicole and Kim to answer. What's one album you're looking forward to? Music artist album you're looking forward to this year?
Oh, that's easy.
I think when I'm thinking the group that I'm thinking I was putting out a new one this year. I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
New Kids on the Block is putting out. I know they have.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Is New Kids on the Block
next month?
Yeah.
And also, well, not next month, but this month, for me, because I am a Swiftie, is Tortured Poets Department. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh yeah, because she just dropped playlists very specific to things, and it's taking people like to emotions to a whole new level.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the other one I want to get too.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
pre-ordered. I can't wait. I'm excited. It's gonna be great.
Yep. But yeah, those are definitely the top 2 that I'm looking forward to. Only because, well, everybody knows my teenage years were with new kids.
Well,
So.
I love new kids.
Yeah.
I was excited when they dropped their single, and I'm glad it dropped when it did.
Yeah. To Pearl Jam's new album.
Pearl Jam has an album. They're returning.
Oh yeah, they've been around. They've been back.
Well,
for a
I
few years
mean,
now.
yeah, but I just.
Well, I'm not looking forward to this. Only reason why I am sort of looking forward to it, so I can probably come on my own podcast and destroy my favorite band once they release their new music with John 5.
Oh yeah.
I expect it to be a shit show and the worst music they ever released.
Are we talking about Motley Crue?
We are
Yes,
talking
we
about
are.
Motley Crue.
Yep.
Some of the stuff I've heard from band members say what the hell it's supposed to sound like. I'm just like, yeah, all right. This may be the first time in my life I sit there and say I actually hate a fucking album.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll see.
Yep.
But with that being said, I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. Everybody in the chat. We've had a blast. Answer your questions. We have no idea what we're doing for a topic next week.
We'll know something soon.
Yeah.
It could be The Outsiders. We'll see. May not be able to jump to do the book early or do the book, but we'll do something later on with the book or something. I know I don't where my copy's at. So other than that, we'll get something figured out. Obviously,
Or we can
Me
even
and
do
Kim.
Gran Turismo too.
Yeah.
I'm okay
yeah,
with
we can
that.
do that. Yeah, we can do that. Obviously, me and Kim got racing episode at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning,
Yes.
where we're going to recap the Japanese Grand Prix and the Cookout 400 from Martinsville, Virginia.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot.
Well, okay, I should say Martinsville Speedway is
Gotta
it
heat it up,
Ridgeway,
y'all.
Ridgeway, Virginia, even though it's close to Martinsville. It's kind of weird.
Spencer says, love Gran Turismo.
There you go.
I'm telling
All right.
you guys are gonna like it. I know either you're gonna like or it's gonna be a love. I don't see you guys disliking it.
And of
So.
course, Nicole, how do people get into the book club?
Oh, well, okay. So you can find me on Peace Love Phantoms on Twitter /X/Twix, but as well as the Red 5 reading. On there, you can just shoot me a DM and we'll get you in. We actually do book club on Sunday nights in the Red 5 Network Discord. We have several channels set up, just very special. We actually talk like on a video chat, voice chat. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time. So if you want to join us, feel free. Again, this month we're reading The Martian, but next month we're going to be reading John Jackson Miller's new book that comes out in 2 days. And that is The Living Force. I'm so excited because this is just going to be, I'm excited to see, what's happening. And maybe more of this guy too. Because I know Yaddle's in it. Ha ha. I've been following him as an author. I follow John Jackson Miller, and he's been talking about the various characters, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna get good. This is gonna get good. So, Hannah, you are more than welcome. We can get you in through Discord.
Hannah, if you're still on
Book club
Discord,
is in Discord. So
you can get
you
in
want
Discord.
that?
We can do it.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, real quick, Spencer says he loves Gran Turismo, and that movie made it in his top 10 list of favorite 10 movies from last year.
I believe it was really good. I mean, I'm glad I saw that in the theaters.
All right. With that being said, I know what we got to do. I almost forgot. All right, Kim. Where can people find you?
I'm on Twitter, X, Twix, at Polar Bear.
Screw it. Twixter.
Twixter, yeah. Twixter.
Twixter.
Polar Bear 2013K. I'm
EWI capital X.
Yeah.
TER.
Yeah. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook as well.
All right, cool. And with that being said,
Thank you, Adam Goswick from A Certain Point of View podcast for creating our new logo. Support the show. Go to ko-fi.com.
speaking of which, I'm going to bounce off this real quick. Patreon will be coming back for people who did not quit when I asked you to enter membership, get ready because when it comes back, it's going to want to try the charge, just so you know. All right, just letting you know right here, right now. Patreon will be coming back because Ko-Fi is a joke and I don't like it. So we will be bringing Patreon back.
Check out the ATSW family. Blah, 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 blah.
Please, please, please get your shit together.
Exactly. The Sidebar Cantina every Monday on YouTube at
Tomorrow.
5:30 p.m. Eastern. That is tomorrow, yes.
I also say pay attention to their socials. You never know. If they're going to go early, Luna Girl will always shoot out on the Sidebar Cantina, Instagram, Facebook, and Twix, Twitter, X,
Twixter.
If there's any changes to the time. Also check out ATSW Escape Pod live every Pantless Wednesday, live on YouTube at 7:05 Eastern. Our boy, good buddy Keith Lehman doing the layman's terms on YouTube. I know he just dropped a new one. I need to go watch it. I haven't watched it yet, but want some good drunken banter and also like magic cards. Check him out.
Stranger Things has happened with Don Della Snooch and Luna Girl every other Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Right. They just
I think
they just had an episode this last Saturday. Of
yeah.
course, Scott's behind, so Scott's not in their live chat.
Grave Reviews with Alan and Dragon
God.
Buddy Thursdays at
Dude.
7:30 p.m. Eastern.
I literally watched Ginger Snaps just before their show. I got done like 30 minutes after their show had started. And luckily for me, they barely got into it. But yeah, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I need to go through their whole shit list and watch all the movies that are on there. So besides the ones I've already seen, and be able to help maybe, sway where these should be placed. Sweet Studios and Explicit Noise on YouTube. They actually just dropped a new single or a new song or a remake of a song, Something in the Way by Nirvana, which a great tribute to Kurt Cobain. Go check it out. It's Explicit Noise's version of the song, which is exceptional.
It is. It really is.
And then we get the Orange and Fed
Orange and Fed show on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Then go to bio.link.
There's so many shows on the Red 5 Network, guys.
To find exciting podcasts. Yes, just go to bio.link/red5. You'll find them all.
Right.
There is a lot there.
Yeah, stay tuned because sometime right around the anniversary of the 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace, there will be a very long Scarif Scuttlebutt podcast coming out. Going to include a bunch of people, including the three you see on screen right now.
Yes.
All about
I'm so
the
excited.
Phantom Menace.
Yes.
And with that, as always, Use and Views pod links can be found in the show notes pinned to the top of our Twix, Twitter, X, and always go to bio.link/usedabusedpod.
Yes.
And with that, I hope you all had a great night. We had a great night. And until next week, I am Scott.
I am Kim.
I'm Nicole.
We are Used and Abused. Have a great week.
And a great weekend.
And a great night.
And a great night. And be kind to everyone. Peace.
Peace.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.